dragon. Dragon. Fire? That's cool. Scary. Yeah, probably did that. Now the head. Nothing? Relax. Beautiful. Okay. so. I'll call my Sounds like it. Wait a minute, people. Whatever. What if? IKF Black Rock. Okay, good news. Games. Let's engage in battle.
Arrangements are being made for your arrival now. Come see me in the prison complex on Kronos to hand off the Federation prisoner being held on your ship. Kagan will make an excellent first officer for your ship. There is
Congratulations, warrior.
The prisoner has been received and muzzled. Typical human, in love with the sound of his own voice. Oh, some stuffy bureaucrat tried to reach you here. Word about your promotion has traveled fast, it seems. I suggest you present yourself to the High Council and get the formalities out of the way.
Go. This is all. Let's get going.
There he is. The hero that brought us a Federation prisoner. The warrior who saved the Segpa. The rightful heir of a starship by right of personal combat. You have done well to start your career. I will be keeping an eye on you and your progress.
Okay. Man, extra.
Now, before you go flying off to find your adventure, there is the matter of your duties as a captain in the Klingon Defense Force. First off, there is the matter of Lieutenant Doran's husband, her Parmach. It is your duty to inform him of her death, as you are now her superior officer, even in death.
We will find Chagrin, Doran's Parmach, working at the exchange.
Greetings! I am Farm, a fully certified banker and financial investor. What can I help you with, Chagrin? Oh, right! He's one of the maintenance engineers. Make sure the exchange computers are up and running. Last I knew, he was running diagnostics in the warehouse, located in the back of the exchange. One more thing. As a first-time visitor to this exchange, you qualified for a free sample of our fine merchandise. You won't find better quality anywhere on Kronos Warrior. And if you like it, feel free to come back.
You have received a kit appropriate to your profession. Open your inventory and double-click it to equip it. With a kit equipped, abilities are added to your action bar that you can perform in ground combat.
Nausicaan smugglers. They must have known I was all alone in here. Ambushed me. They're pirates, robbing the exchange. Someone must stop them. I'm too injured to...
Dang, the shotgun is good.
You fight well. You've given me time to recover my strength. But now I must find my...
Well, tell them, Supreme. Who am I?
Mazarog! You're nothing but a smuggling Yinta!
No. Wrong as always. I'm the one who's going to kill you. A real warrior never lets his prey escape.
You dare to challenge a warrior of the Empire? I understand. She was a true warrior. Tell me, exactly how did she die? It is good you were able to avenge her death, but she failed. I will not have Doran denied entrance to Stovokor because she died at the hands of a traitor. If you would have me, I would join your crew and fight by your side in her name. My talents as an engineer are wasted here in these warehouses. Let me battle worthy foes! You will be a captain worthy of my service.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Prison warden. Something I should know about?
Yeah, that's a guy.
That prisoner you dropped off escaped with the help of two accomplices. One was a male Orion, and the other a Nausicaan. The Orion caused a commotion, filing a complaint regarding a prisoner transfer that never occurred, and then kept shouting until he managed to distract the entire room. Meanwhile, the Nausicaan made his way into the cell block and shorted out the force field control. Security cameras caught the trio heading north before they were lost in the crowd.
I think I know where we can start looking for the criminals. The Chamber of Judgment is nearby, close to the Lake of Fire. An old judge I know likes to sit near the lake between trials. He might have seen something, and he's no friend to criminals. If he saw them, he will be happy to bring them to justice. The Lake of Fire is just outside of the...
That's like a Titan. Damn. I don't even have enough to buy something. Sorry about that, guys.
Look there. If you come to try and curry my favor in the courtroom, you're wasting your time and risking my wrath. Curious. I did see such a trio recently, but thought little of it. On reflection, the human was garbed in a heavy cloak, perhaps to conceal his prison uniform. Indeed, they headed north, then west. They may have sought one of the tailors there to acquire new clothes to disguise themselves.
Head west from the courtyard and down the stairs to the tailor.
The stranger with the Orion and Nausicaa? Yes, they were just here. They made a quick purchase and then made their way to the bar to the west. Speaking of new clothes, I could outfit you in your...
Tom is a tailor, and you can visit him at any time. Alter the appearance of your character and your bridge officers. Merchants here will buy and sell weapons, armor, and personal shield generators, as well as commodities and consumables.
Assault. So I need the assault. That's what it is, or something. Right. Yes. All done.
What can I get you? Ah, yes, them. They asked about another Orion. A fixer named Garant, then headed downstairs. Syndicate business, I'm guessing. Anyway, their business, not mine.
A stranger, an Orion, and a Nausicaan. Remind me.
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building. Looks like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks. We should disable these in case they are set to ignite later. Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like a good place to start. You're too late. You may have defused the bombs, but your quarry is long gone.
He's not talking. Probably trained to withstand torture. We're not going to get anywhere with this one.
KDF security is on their way. They can take this Bachtag to the infirmary. According to the logs, the last transport was to the shipyard in orbit above Kronos. If we... We need to make our way to the transporter pad to beam to the shipyard, Captain.
instruct the transporter chief to beam you to the shipyard. The transporter here can take you to the shipyard, the Klingon Academy, or directly back to your ship in orbit. The shipyard is where you can purchase new ships when you achieve the appropriate rank, as well as customize and outfit ships you own.
You interested in buying a slightly used ship? Oh yes, just minutes ago. I sold him a shuttle. He seemed in a rush to leave. Didn't think anything of it. I assume he's wanted by the KDF? Lucky for you, I kept a copy of the transponder code of the shuttle he just bought, and I will give it to you. In fact, since you're going after such a day...
Captain, we found the transponder signal. Standing by to beam you aboard and begin pursuit.
I'm disappointed he was able to get off Kronos, but not surprised. He's a slippery one. Do what you need to do to bring him there.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You need to get to Morris and recapture. What do you...
From the heart of Kronos to the frozen wastes of Rurapenthe, Klingons have built an empire that values strength, honor, and skill in combat. To be Klingon is to be a warrior. Fight well, live with honor, die with a blade in your hand. If you can do these things, you will live forever in the stories and songs of the Empire.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battled to defend their homes.
Don't really care about
Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide.
Captain,
These are the conflicts that will
trail
determine
ends
the
here.
fate of the
What
Quad.
are you, Captain? We've begun the scans.
Captain, I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prisoner. Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon. Got him! Establishing a communication link now.
You? I am impressed. I thought Doran was the right choice for command, but apparently even I can be wrong. The KDF will do well with you in their ranks. You have the tenacity of a rabid targ. As much as I might deserve to rot in a Klingon jail cell and be interrogated to within an inch of my life on a daily basis, I have unfinished business. It's time I was going. I don't doubt that you would. However, I always have an escape plan. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already, so I'm sure you know that Kalis said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire, or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Captain, we're being hailed by one of the Starfleet vessels.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire. The beacons are as plain as... curious. They are no longer transmitting. Engineering, run a level 3 diagnostic on the sensors. I extend my apologies. We did not intend to violate Klingon space. We will be leaving now, if you will allow it. Rest assured that whomever tricked us here will be found and punished. On that, you have my word as a Starfleet officer.
Resolve this peacefully, but we will defend ourselves.
We're ready to leave the system on your...
Scanning the radiation will cause the wave scanner minigame to appear.
We're ready to leave the system on your...
I was hoping I can defend the Federation. But nope. I can...
It is unfortunate that the prisoner has eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards was impressed with your tenacity and asked to be reassigned to your crew. You would be wise to accept it.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rura Penthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can. There is work to do.
Looking captain skills.
You can train your bridge officer in a new ability. Your bridge officer can only have one active ground and one active space ability. Select the new ability from the available list. To learn the new ability, a bridge officer must hold the appropriate rank, and you must obtain a training manual for that ability.
I'll be dead by then. January 18th? 2068? I'll be dead by then. Jesus Christ, that's long. I'll be dead by then. Maybe not. I'll be 60. Oh.
This is Warden Katak of the Rura Penthe Penal Colony. You do not have authorization to land.
Our authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpak himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Kalekanes. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe? There are no Federation court on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like...
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping them. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He is here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle left the system hours ago.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. And there have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are...
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain. There is a magnetic field covering the entire penal colony to prevent prisoners from escaping via transporter. We'll have to beam down to the outskirts of the magnetic field and walk to the entrance.
After this battle, so I oh good old.
Halt! Where do you think you are going? You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No.
You will follow me. Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogas!
Your presence here is unnecessary. My guards will stay where they are. You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Jempak, but you'll go. See for yourself. You will only find the Follow me to the general holding area. Take one of the jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery.
Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Human. They come from Earth, right?
The bumpheads kick humans out on the ice for laughs.
I don't know anything about any humans. Just leave me be.
Ain't no humans down here, Chief.
I've seen no humans here.
I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs. Because I'm not a Batak like the Warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rura Pente? The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead. Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience. Someday, I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies. The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me. The word is over by the mine entrance.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchanges?
I see you found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need...
Follow him! He's running for the surface! Hurry! We have to stop him! The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him. The human is trying to cross the ice. In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult. Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
How can they survive on the surface?
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
You said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Penthe.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
How can there be peace? We are at war!
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorkon. Now, let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats.
It's not wrong. War always blinds us. Just getting along. I wish we could just hold this late and stuff and get them off. But no, there always has to be a war to see who's the strongest or something like that. None of us are strong. We have our weaknesses. Why not just get along?
There he is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable. There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act. Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you'll deal with the greater threat.
The only threat you should be worried about is me. You're a miserable Karut. Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Torg. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Baktak locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
If Rogaz can find us, we can expect more guards soon. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
We read you, Captain. What are your orders? We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field. We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easy.
Mission objective waypoints will show up as circles on the map.
Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what...
Enough to keep us warm long after you're dead.
We get paid. What am I forgetting? Toe shot.
Fitting end to a band of dishonorable fools. I trust you're ready to leave this freezing, miserable place, Captain. In many ways, I think Rurapente is worse than Grathor itself.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find there? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard at your command.
Your report on Warden Kratak and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Urapente, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence and is plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Urapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
The Vor system in the Beta Quadrant can be located on the area map. Select any system to auto-travel to that location.
Captain, we've entered the Vor system. There's a starbase in orbit dead ahead. Huh. It's one of ours, but the record's listed as a research facility operated by Uridian scientists.
The Uridians are not known for their scientific prowess, but the research station is listed as a protected asset. According to your ship's computer, the Uridians have a trade agreement with a human scientist named Amar Singh. He is working with someone in the Empire on a genetic research project. It's unclear what Drake expected us to find here.
By default, the R key will set either full throttle or full stop.
This is Research Facility Logner Beta 3. I am Plardos Yarden, commander of the station. With whom am I speaking? We weren't informed there would be visitors today. How may we serve the Empire?
Commander Plardos, you will provide this ship's computer access to all recent station communication logs. You will also transmit a manifest of shipments and supply delivery receipts for the last month.
Well, this is unexpected. You do realize that we have an agreement with your government and Dr. Singh. Our research is highly classified. You do have some sort of official order granting permission to view these...
Listen, Sentinel.
Why are you attacking us? Please, we are not your enemy. You're completely mad. This is a top security. Of course we're hiding something. We're conducting classified This is preposterous. We refuse.
They've powered up defensive cannons and launched small craft. Sends a distress signal. A ship is responding. Captain, Romulan warbird on sensors. Captain, the Romulans are hailing us.
We received a distress call from this station. We are here to provide assistance. Station Commander Plardos sounded distressed. He mentioned a disagreement with a Klingon vessel. We appreciate the delicate nature of the situation. Would you mind if we spoke with the station? Perhaps we could...
I find this very suspicious. Why would Romulans respond to it?
The Romulans hailed the station on an open frequency, and then immediately switched to an encrypted channel. The Romulan ship hasn't raised shields. What are they up to?
I don't need to remind you that we're in Klingon territory. The fact that these Romulans are here at all could be the...
Captain, the station has transported several crates of goods to the Romulans.
Commander Plardos has explained the situation. It's the foolish bravado of the Klingon Empire. Attacking your own station and then accusing us of wrongdoing. I should have
Interesting. One of the objects is following other. Other rockets.
This is Commander Kellan of the Romulan Republic. We are here to cooperate with the Klingon Empire. The Romulan Republic is thankful for your assistance. We had tracked the Tal Shiar to this system, but we would have been outmatched without your aid.
The Romulan Republic faces many challenges, but conflict with the Klingon Empire should not be one of them. As a gesture of good faith, I'll share with you information that you might find to be of value. We believe Tal Shiar agents are collaborating with operatives in the Klingon Empire to steal weaponry and technology. We have uncovered large supplies of Klingon weapons on the planet Nimbus 3 that we believe are being stockpiled there by agents of the Empress. The stolen goods are being transferred through several facilities in the local sector, including this science station. The shipping manifests on the supply crates and the weapons themselves. By tracking the flow of goods, we've learned that there are agents in the Klingon Empire transferring stolen supplies to the Tal Shiar. Those supplies are being stockpiled on Nimbus 3. If you will help track down the source of those weapons, we will share our data with you. Transferring the data now. We expect the Klingon Empire to track down the source of these stolen goods and punish those responsible before more weapons fall into the wrong hands. If we discover any further information, we will notify the Empire's ambassador on Mol Rihan.
Please listen to me. We were only following protocol. We must ensure that our research doesn't fall into the wrong hands. We didn't know the shipments we were transferring were stolen. I was told that the crates were medical supplies needed on the war front. We didn't ask questions. Please, show mercy. Due to present circumstances, we will forego normal security authorization and provide the files you have requested.
We've received the data that Kemtar requested, Captain. It will take some time to analyze these files and...
Oh, tough battle, but interesting.
Your officers have analyzed the shipping logs from the research facility. Their findings confirm what the Romulan Republic officer told us. Someone has been routing technology and weapons to the Tal Shiar. They are going to great lengths to cover their tracks.
And update the default captain power.
The operation of this magnitude
press the right trigger
require the
to
resources
activate a
of one
power
of the
directly
houses.
from this radio
The
menu.
shipments are being routed in such a way to conceal their point of origin. Our evidence is circumstantial. It was my eagerness to point fingers without proof that landed me in Urapinthe in the first place. We must exercise patience and wait for our prey to reveal themselves. My father is Ambassador Worf. He has many friends and many enemies. I tried to convince him that one of the houses was moving in the shadows against us. He either didn't believe me or didn't care. Either way, he made his decision when he refused to act after I was sent to Urapinthe. His pride is a weakness our enemy will try to exploit. You can try, but we must be prepared if he doesn't. We should at least warn him of the danger, even if he refuses to see the knife at his throat.
You can use Transwarp to quickly return to your home system of Kronos. Hold the X button and select the Transwarp option to see your available Transwarp locations.
guess this is our... It's going to be... Yeah, I'm going to stop here. So this is... Dragon King. Your Emperor.